So out here at the Carpetbagger meetup.
Pop it open.
And there you
Go
go.
ahead, try it. Pop it open. Just pass it around.
We're
gonna do a whole video on this.
all right.
Well, you've got like really cool camera.
Yeah, you see, you can see I film with a piece of junk right here.
Hey, have you been here since I asked you that thing over there?
Like a rope course or something.
The green thing with the ropes. Have you done that? No. Nobody wants to do it.
I just climb up top of all the bandit buildings.
Holiness.
Here you go if you want to see.
Film Inception here.
Oh, wow.
It wouldn't be Tennessee without a proper shooting gallery.
It was cool. Air conditioned.
That was like the best part.
Yeah, it'd be hot if it wasn't.
I was telling them not long after it opened, there was some minor electrical fire on it.
And she's from going in some of the places that you go in, or the things that I would like to do too.
Yeah.
But she's usually sitting there going, "No, he's not going in there, is he? No, he can't do that." So I wanted to know, where have you been that's giving you the real uh-oh feeling, like I need to get out of here, I shouldn't be here, this was a mistake?
Probably the worst was there's a abandoned factory. I think it was in Nashville, so it's kind of an urban area. And like the only way to get in was like through the front office. It was like a factory in the back, and then there was like a front office. And I went in there. And the first time I went in there, I left because I thought I heard someone. And it turned out there's broken glass and blinds smacking up against it. But then when I went back in, there was like cots set up with like people's shoes and socks in them. And I went ahead and went in anyways and explored. But yeah, it gave me a weird feeling like I was gonna get murdered.
So, what would you say your advice is on going into abandoned places?
I don't want like anyone to think that I know what I'm doing or that I take any precautions because yeah, generally I just head in. Sometimes I'll tap the floor with my foot to make sure that it's not made of wet cardboard.
Yeah, because there was this group that was doing abandoned places, because I've always been interested in doing it.
Yeah.
But when I do it, I want to have a buddy with me.
Yeah.
You know, because I've been in an abandoned place, about fell through a floor before. So if I'm by myself and say I fall through the floor and my phone goes that way and I hurt myself, you know, and especially if it's in a rural area and nobody goes there, that's the only part that actually kind of makes me nervous. But so in that point, have you ever been prosecuted or charges pressed on for going into places?
No, I've never gotten in any sort of legal issues. I've had people say, "Hey, yeah, get out of here. Don't come back."
You
That's
were
about
persecuted at the castle, the guy.
Oh yeah.
That guy.
Which I literally didn't even step foot. I mean, literally didn't even step foot on his property.
Yeah, you're on
Literally
the street there.
Pointed a camera at the general vicinity of his property, and he about had a brain aneurysm screaming at me.
Oh, I remember that video.
And I regret not getting a better video there. I probably, because he literally was like this close to my face. I mean, there was no way to videotape it, but I mean, he, like I could like, it's like spit was like getting on my face. I could not believe how angry he was.
But you were on a public road.
Yeah, public
that
road.
Wasn't his private drive. You were in. So.
The funny thing is like if he hadn't have showed up, that video would have been just garbage. I probably wouldn't have even uploaded it.
Well, where's like on your list? I don't know if you have a bucket list, but is there a place that's like the Holy Grail? This is my dream place to go. I need to go here.
I've got a lot. I don't know. I've got a lot of places. Just mainly just parts of the country I haven't been to. I definitely want to go out to South Dakota. Just more out west desert stuff that I want to see before it's gone.
Have you ever considered doing working and saying, well, let's like to go to such and such place and invite other people along and say anybody that's or have some, obviously you have to have some control over it, but if you had a group of people, would you ever consider doing a group activity type thing and going to a place?
Yeah, definitely.
So your schedule is kind of you go places and do things as you go.
It's kind of, yeah, I kind of do things on the seat of my pants, so sometimes it's hard to coordinate. Whenever I get, openings and free time, I kind of try to just hit the road and get as far as I can. I mean, yeah, I've driven, 10, 12 hours in one day, made it back home at the end of the day just to see something. Yeah, I'll tell you what, when I visited Adam the Woo in California, I think I actually had him worn out by the end of the week. He was like, because he does the same thing, but he has a more gradual, he'll show up in a city, kind of scout it out. I mean, but I'm just like, no, we gotta get this place, this place, this place, and this place. And he has more patience than I do.
So how do you find all these places to go?
Like the roadside attractions, a lot of it is just, do research, like roadsideamerica.com, a lot of stuff comes from there. I use the app. A lot of times I'll just use the app if I'm going in between places. I'll just see if there's anything to see on the way, and like Atlas Obscura, Weird US, those sort of things. And then a lot of times, sometimes you'll hear about things just from people. Like since I started doing the channel, I get a lot of suggestions of stuff that's I wouldn't have known about otherwise. And sometimes that's really cool when you get like the locals giving you information that's not publicly out there. And most of the abandoned stuff is, I just simply stumble on it. Like I don't, very little planning goes into that.
How about like Hillbilly Man? That was nothing staged there. So remember you did a little pull and then this guy comes out with,
that's all he does. Is he's a big burly hillbilly with no shirt, and
so you weren't
charges
expecting Hillbilly Man to be there. It was just like he was just appeared.
Yeah, because he's got like a sign down the road. It's like have your picture taken with a real hillbilly. But it's funny. It's only because like over in Cherokee, it's like you get your picture taken with the real Indian, or they stand next to the teepee, and then.
So it was a successful day here at the island with the wife and friends. They spent most of the time in the arcade while I was meeting the Carpetbagger. All in all, good day. We got a big load of crap here from the arcade. It was a fun day. Can't wait to do it again.